is Lagunas. I'm the founder and CEO of Levee. And while we've all lost an item at an airport, the problem that we're solving, not a lot of us has faced. So before I get into what we're building, I want to contextualize it for everyone. Now, I want us to think of ourselves as a housekeeper at a hotel. We are on hour 12 of our shift. The reason we're on hour 12 is because the hotel's understaffed because it can't find enough people. And on hour 12 of our shift, we're in our last room, and we come across a broken toilet seat. Now, as a housekeeper, my kids are at home. They are waiting for me to come home and cook for them. They're waiting for me to help them with their homework. And I have two options. I can fill out a maintenance ticket about this broken toilet seat, jump in the elevator, run downstairs, give it to my manager, hope they give it to the maintenance guy, hope they get it to the right person. Or I can say, who the hell cares about a toilet seat? I'm going home with my kids. Now, I don't know about you, but I think the answer is pretty obvious of what someone's going to do. And it's not because they don't want to do a good job. It's because frontline industries have been forgotten by technology. They've been left behind. And what we're doing at Levee is we're answering the question is, how do frontline industries evolve in the age of automation and artificial intelligence? Now, when it comes to artificial intelligence and robotics, the truth is we can forget about it. The foundational data needed for that in frontline industries doesn't even exist yet. And that's the genesis behind Levee and the reason we decided to build Levee. Oh, I forgot to click there. That's the genesis behind Levee and why we decided to build Levee. Now, what Levee is an AI-ready data platform for hotel operations. In fixing that problem that I just described to you, what we found out was that the trick isn't in a better checklist or a simple app. It is in designing tools that are intuitive and easy for housekeepers, for frontline teams, for maintenance workers to use. Now you're like, okay, Al, what does this actually look like? What do you guys do? So the way that people interact with Levee, the way that it works is it's designed, and we allow our users to design and define the product themselves. So it starts with a hotel uploading their brand standards, their staff training guide, or any relevant materials that we might want to know about how the hotel should be ordered, the setup, and anything we might want to know about it. From there, they send us videos of each room type, narrating what they might be looking for. So in a way, if you're a hotel GM and you want to know exactly how every room is set up, send us a video of that room type, narrate it, and we take those pieces of data to build custom models that can then detect and act as the eyes and ears of a housekeeper. So after a housekeeper cleans the room, all they have to do is simply scan the room, and as they scan the room, we're automatically looking for things like that broken toilet seat, checking for room inventory, checking for room setup, making sure that everything is set up correctly. But now comes the fun part. So while we can do this with the inspection agent you see on screen, the data we collect from this enables the automation of workflows downstream across every department, whether that is training new employees, helping upsell rooms by getting the inventory of those rooms back to the team sooner, even reporting. And I hate saying reporting because I think reporting is very last tech revolution. It's the age of action, right? I see Gilad shaking his head. So from a employee training and retention standpoint, if we know what every room looks like, if a housekeeper can score their own room, if something's incorrect, we can tell them right then and there before they ever leave the room. We can help them get on the right track before they ever go. We have that data with what we're building. Beyond that, as I mentioned to Gilad, or as Gilad nodded, is we don't do only reporting. The report's there if you ever want to look at it, just to make you feel comfortable. But all that data that's plugged into the report, action is taken on immediately. If something is broken, a maintenance ticket is filled out and sent to the department immediately. If there's an item, let's say inventory-wise, that you're consistently running out of, we can proactively work with your procurement team to order that for you. The housekeepers, the frontline teams, they are the first ones to know what is going on with your hotel. We are arming them with a way to tell you. Now, what does this look like in the real world? So we work with a Marriott actually, I'm not going to say where, but we work with a Marriott, and that 600-room Marriott that we work with, in the trial period that we worked with them, was able to reduce the manager workload for their managers by 5 hours, while at the same time raising the quality of the rooms, of the product that they were delivering to guests. That is kind of like the golden goose is, spend less, get a better product. That's what we're doing for hotels. Now, the reason we're doing this now is, like I mentioned, frontline teams, housekeeping teams, hotels are broken when it comes to labor. And they're broken. This isn't a labor crisis. The issue is that the way that we work is changing. The way we deploy labor is now no longer just human. It's humans, it's robots, it's agents. And at Levee, what we're building is we're building the intelligent data platform to be able to orchestrate these workflows between all these different ways that we're now going to be working in the future. Thank you.
So are you a Trojan horse for robotics? Sorry. I did say robotics on the last slide. So.
Right. So when we think of robotics, it's hardware that is a computer. So it needs data, it needs to understand where it's at. So yeah, right now, if you wanted to roll out a robot to a room and say, clean it according to the Marriott brand standards, it would be like, what? So that's what we're doing is we're collecting that data to be able to provide it for the robots of the future or the robots of next year, like a robot vacuum that might need to know, okay, this room is ready for me to go and take care of the floors.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Is this something that could be used guest-facing as well? So, when I'm in a room and the toilet seat's broken, right? Would I be able to use this in that context to kind of take a picture, scan it, send it in somewhere?
You can. We're not. You can, and what I will say is that we don't want to be everything for everyone. What we're very focused on is doing what we're good at, and it is building the most intuitive way possible to get that data into these systems. So I don't know if Adam's still here from Cloudbeds, but I'm sure if we give Adam that data, he can get it over to the right people to get that fixed for the guests.
Amazing. Well, there's a lot to love about this, but I think you probably know my question already. You talked about building proprietary models. How defensible is that?
Yeah, so it's one of my favorite questions from VCs because I always say is like, if everyone's building the most defensible product, we would never raise money from you, right? We would just go slow. Early on, right now, our defensible product is obviously speed, like most startups. But also, my co-founder and I this problem is very near and dear to us because we both speak Spanish, we understand the user. The first property that we ever worked with, we told them, hey, throw us in the back, give us a week. Oh, I just tripped. I was like, throw us in the back, give us a week. We're going to come back with everything that's wrong and broken. So that unique understanding of the user is that's the reason that we built the way that we built. Doing that, building a tool that's intuitive, gets the best data into the system. And when it comes to the models, that's how we build the defensibility of the models.
Amazing. Any objections you've been hearing from potential clients?
There definitely is. I'm trying to think of a good one for you. I think, for the most part is, like many industries that are slow changing, people want to be hands-on. People want to feel like they have a say in what they're doing. So, turning it over to us right away is going to be a challenge, but that's the challenge with any startup. And if you're really trying to do something different, it's like everyone's going to say no before everyone says yes. So.
Can this work in other areas outside of hotels as well? I mean, I'm thinking like vacation rentals. I'm thinking, airplanes have their own version of turning the aircraft and getting it ready for different things. But how extensible are you thinking of this?
We are thinking of, we want to specialize in a vertical. That's how we're going to be able to really defend it. If we get too horizontal, we aren't going to have that unique understanding of the user, the workflows, the different departments, and that's really what gives us the advantage right now. Is someone said it earlier, but it's like, this is not a sexy space that we're building and tackling. For us, we have this knowledge. We're coming from big tech, being able to know how technology works and also go into this space now, apply it and deeply understand this. So long term, I think this is where we're going to focus. Airbnbs and like the apartment style hotels. We get a lot of inbound from them, and it is a big problem that they face. So I think in the future, once we tighten up the process piece of the onboarding, being able to streamline onboarding for more unique one-off places like Airbnbs will be something we go after.
If you kind of look at the kind of tension between vision models F1 score, the retrain cadence required for the employees, and potentially like the kind of true false, everyone knows when they scan their passport, like frequently it doesn't work, right? Like, so have a similar problem here where it's super frustrating. You put the 4 pillows, but it doesn't recognize them. Like, where are the frictions in that process right now?
So I love that you asked that because we aren't focused only on the computer vision piece. That is a data point that ultimately becomes, that is part of the outcome. So we take notes on the worker. Are they usually highly accurate? Great. So we're going to be a little more lenient on the confidence score that we give it. If it's someone who's brand new, it's like, no, wait, we get that in frame, hold on for a sec, let's make sure we do that. With the voice transcription piece, we take the voice, we take the image, we take out, all those are data points that give us that output of the score. We don't just take it just from a pure single mode, so multimodal is the approach that we're going with.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.